Now we are quickly switching over to the cases. This is case number 1. A 5-year-old boy, resident of Bundi, Rajasthan, India, the only child of the parents, suffering from chronic renal failure. Child underwent prolonged dialysis. School stopped. Studies closed. You can see a small peritoneal scar. Mother hysterectomy was done due to a large uterine fibroid. Now there was no chance of further getting an issue. Due to unavoidable circumstances, dialysis could not be done, and the situation was very, very critical. The child was completely unconscious and was admitted in the intensive care unit of one of the reputed hospitals of India. In fact, this is a telephonic case taking and a telephonic prescription later on. I was informed by the child's mother, "Doctor, please save my child. He is completely unconscious and doing all sorts of absurd things in the form of sudden screaming, chewing motion, picking of lips, bilateral pleural as well as the pericardial effusion was there, congestive hepatomegaly, involuntary motion of one arm and one leg, general dropsy." The patient was chilly in nature because whenever he was uncovered, he used to constrict himself. The patient was uncovering. This is the investigation part before the treatment. The blood urea 326 mg/%. It crossed all the landmarks. Serum creatinine 3.20 mg/%. Serum sodium 129. Serum potassium 3. Albumin 4+. Pus cells 2 to 3 hypothetical per field. Red blood cells 220 to 250 hypothetical per field. And the blood pressure 220 and 130 millimeter of mercury. Now you can imagine a 5-year-old boy having a blood pressure, systolic blood pressure of 220 and a diastolic blood pressure of 130 millimeter of mercury. Even a robust personality of any caliber can't tolerate this type of blood pressure. When I saw the child was completely unconscious, blood urea 326 and blood pressure 220 and 130 millimeter of mercury, I thought that now the child will die in my hands only. But I remember the words and the statement of Dr. Stuart Close, Dr. Stuart Close, who used to say that, "Treat your patient, never mind the disease," and I proceeded. Homeopathy in the intensive care unit, on the basis of the totality of the symptoms, Halavirus 200, single dose, sublingually was administered. Semi-consciousness returned the very next morning. Horrible smell from mouth lessened, picking of lips stopped, involuntary motion of one arm and one leg stopped, pleural effusion as well as the pericardial effusion was better, general dropsy lessened. Homeopathy leading the team of doctors, the cardiologist, the nephrologist, the junior resident doctors, the nursing staff, the patient's attendant were all watching the scientific and the wonderful action of the homeopathic system of medicine. Halavirus 200. Thank you. Halavirus 200 was repeated. The child was fully conscious this time. A dull smile appeared on the face of the child. Urinary output was much better. Blood urea came down to 266.5 mg/%. Serum creatinine 3.30 mg/% remained the same, and the blood pressure, which was 220 and 130 millimeter of mercury, came down to 140/90 millimeter of mercury. Patient was advised to continue homeopathy, but this time, in spite of my best efforts, I wasn't able to control or bring down blood urea from 266.5 below that. A further deep interrogation, a special interrogation was done. On deep interrogation, liking for ice cream was discovered, which he was prohibited from during his illness. His mother was very much afraid for giving him the ice cream because he may catch cold or fever, whatever it may be. Phosphorus 200, single dose, weekly at bedtime was prescribed. Eagle folia later on, 5 drops twice daily was prescribed. and mentally the child was much, much better. This is the investigation part. After the treatment, the blood urea came down to 46.6 milligram percent, serum creatinine 1.3 milligram percent, urine albumin traces, blood pressure 110/70 millimeter of mercury was there. Ultrasound within the normal limit. This is the picture of that child who was fighting battle with death, backed by homeopathic arms and ammunition. In fact, the child won the battle, and now you can see how happily he is sitting on the lap of his mother. Thank you. Thank you. In discussion, we can say that Helleborus niger is of great service in low state of vitality, accompanied by dropsical effusion. Helleborus acts wonderfully through the pneumogastric nerve when respiration is retarded and cardiac paralysis is threatened. This is case number 2.